All right, y'all. We back. We sorry.
Spot man.
Being a up and coming podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you deal with issues. Sometimes you got to troubleshoot things. But we're back. We're good. Okay. So Mike is going to finish these church announcements. I started them.
You just finished it. You heard the antique back. That was the last thing.
Oh, y'all want to say it for a lot of people?
That was on live. They heard all that.
They did. I don't know what they heard or not.
I don't know either. But whatever.
All right.
We just out here. We just winging it, y'all.
All right. So, sorry.
Y'all want to let us do the show at your house? If y'all got reliable.
Hey, if y'all got Wi-Fi, and it don't be skipping. Yeah, holla at your boys. So, black men don't cheat.
Nope.
Dopest movement in a minute. And I'm gonna tell you why, bro. At first, I thought these niggas was joking.
I did too.
I thought Charlamagne and Duval was joking when they said this black men don't cheat shit.
I thought it was just like this was gonna be a song. I knew it was gonna be a song and everything.
I didn't even know that because I think Charlamagne, either Charlamagne or Duval had been talking about this shit like months ago.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then obviously the song came out and shit,
which is amazing.
And nigga, we had a whole black men don't cheat day.
It was a whole day. Yes.
Bro, that shit is beautiful. And like when I first heard about it, obviously I thought it was a joke, and then I was like, black men don't cheat. Oh, these niggas is for real. Like, like this shit is real. Like,
that's how I knew it was real because you can't make a conclusion by yourself.
Yeah.
I didn't find that out until I watched the Brilliant Idiots episode, and Charlamagne was explaining that. He was like, "Nah, why would you love a movement where black men don't want to cheat? You just want to be faithful."
Like,
he said, "Why would you not love that?"
Okay, and on one hand, like, it's a shame that we got to have a whole day for this, but and a whole movement for this.
You feel like it was necessary? You feel like it
was... yes. Nigga, yes.
Yeah.
I feel like it's become like kind of culturally acceptable that like people are gonna cheat in a relationship, especially if black men. Like niggas cheat. I think women say that, and I think men also believe that at the same time. Like maybe not on like an individual level, but like as an overall view.
It's just expected to happen.
It's just expected.
You're just gonna wander around. You're just gonna fuck up and just do whatever. It should be accepted at this point.
So that was dope. And then the song came out. The song is fun. The song is fun. It's okay-ish. But yeah, man. So, and then Amanda Seals kind of blew up my spot the other day.
She blew up everybody's spot.
I don't know if you saw. See, this would be a great time to have the TV.
It would.
Shut up.
All right, so next time we're gonna have a plasma screen TV for y'all to see this shit. I did go back and watch it though.
Yeah, she what did she say? She said
she was like, "Sorry to kill the buzz,
but this is the bare minimum." Like black men not cheating is the bare minimum of being good in a relationship or something like that.
But okay, I agree with everything she said. But like, was it really necessary for her to say that? Because
that's what she does. She's a spot blower upper.
But it's like, I'm all for blowing up the spot when it's necessary to blow up the spot. But I felt like the whole movement of black men doing better was to be black men doing better in all kind of facets. And
well, this doesn't say anything about doing better than anything else. But at the same time, though, like even she was right. She was like, black men need to do better communicating, speaking kindness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A whole bunch of shit she laid out.
Right.
That not just black men, but men as a whole fail at.
Yeah.
In general.
Very true.
You know what I mean?
Very true.
So my thought was that like, what is, as far as this, what is cheating to you nowadays?
I'll see how to write my shit down.
Cause see, like striking vipers. you don't that striking vipers sweat.
I ain't on it. If anybody's seen Striking Vipers episode of Black Mirror, please comment.
Them boys was cheating.
they was cheating. I don't know if it was gay, but they was cheating.
That's just gay as hell.
I always define cheating, and y'all I put it in the comment. Please define y'all definitions of cheating. Please let us know what y'all think. I always define cheating as anything that you do purposely, without a discussion with your partner, that you know in your heart of hearts will hurt them and cause them to distrust you. That's
with another person.
Not even with another person.
Not even with another person.
But like anything in general, like I don't know if I would define porn as cheating myself, but if you knew that porn was affecting your relationship with your partner, especially your sex life, it was so bad that you can't even have sex with your girl.
I mean, I get that. Like that's okay. That's you got an addiction.
So that's what I just want to get to is it might not be cheating, but the effects are just as bad as cheating. Like, it's just as bad. I
don't know about that because porn.
You can't. If you watch so much porn, you can't maintain a reaction with your girlfriend.
Shit.
It was like I do that shit all day. But think about a lot of people watch so much porn, they can't have a normal sex life. They can't stay erect.
Bro, you think you about to be out here Ron Jeremy and chicks? Like
I don't think it's
really that fantasy in their head.
I don't think that's it. I think it's just porn is the dopamine that it puts in your brain. You got so much access to so much shit at one time. It's like yeah. So you go from that to just one person who can only do so much, who can't just come right away.
They can do more. They're just not giving the proper effort.
This nigga's a dirtbag. This nigga's a dirtbag, y'all.
All right, go ahead. All right.
They can't.
Serious time.
They can't change from one person to another person like you can in porn. If you get tired of ghetto gaggers, you can go from ghetto gaggers to booty talk to
booty talk, nigga. What is this, 2007?
I don't watch porn like that no more. I know like 5 porn stars. You can't go from like Skin Diamond.
More than me then, 'cause I don't know 5.
Do I know 5? All right, Skin Diamond because she's a goat. Stacy's in the chat. Stacy giving us all porn stars.
Bro, I know that.
She can't go from Skin Diamond to Honey Gold to.
Ooh, I do know Honey Gold.
Niggas know Honey Gold. Honey Gold. You can go Honey Gold. To I can't even think of another one. Big titty white woman to. You can't do that in a regular sex life. You know what I'm saying? So like you're not getting overly stimulated like you would in porn, so it causes issues.
I think that's for porn addicted motherfuckers, which is
that's
totally different. It's I guess if you porn addicted, then I guess you're cheating. I guess, man. Right. I feel like cheating is defined as like anything with another person that you have to deceive or you have to hide things from your partner to do. To do and whatever. Cause like if you texting somebody and you know that this texting ain't something that you would communicate to your partner that you're doing. Oh yeah, I text Keisha today about this, that, and the third. and you don't and you can't say that to your partner?
No, when you say you can't voluntarily say it, or you can't say they would have asked you about
it. Nigga, something that you won't say to your partner. I'll say that. It's not necessarily you can't say, but you're afraid that your partner is going to have a bad reaction to it. Therefore, you don't say it in general because you don't want to have to deal with the ramifications of maybe her saying, you need to cut this shit out, you need to stop it, this, that, and the third. You know what I mean?
I guess what I'm trying to. So, all right. So this is what I'm trying to ask you because I believe in like flirtation is like a healthy human behavior in day-to-day interactions. Like I think if you meet somebody attractive,
I'm talking about on like a personal level.
No, I get that, but what I'm asking you is because I think that even though I think that I would not openly tell my partner just volunteer information of, hey, I met this hot girl at the coffee shop and I flirted with her. I wouldn't just come out of my mouth and say that out of nowhere.
No, what I'm saying like somebody you have like a personal relationship with, like a real relationship with outside of
some stranger or something.
Yeah, outside of a stranger or some kind of
like a
work person that you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like outside of those like kind of frames, you know what I mean? Then I consider cheating, especially when you sticking dick in somebody.
Well,
I didn't know if I need to spell that out or not. If you sticking dicks in chicks,
I would hope. But then again, I don't know if you listen to Daphne. What's her last name? She's a comedian. Daphne. Fuck. I know you've seen her on like videos. She be doing like Instagram videos and stuff.
See, this would be a perfect time, but
we got this TV popping, bro. If you just came up with an idea like 2 hours earlier,
I know, right?
Daphne Springs. She's got like big teeth. And
oh, yeah, I seen her.
So she started a podcast, and she was like, "Until you married, ain't no such thing as cheating. Because if I'm single, like I'm liable to do whatever. I'm still free game until you put a ring on my finger."
I don't think
I don't agree with that.
I don't want that shit.
But that's how you gotta define that shit for people, because there's people like that think like that. Like, if we ain't committed, I'm still legally single.
I guess.
That's what I'm saying.
That nigga has commitment issues.
I don't agree with it either.
I remember you told me about the TED Talk that we both watched recently.
Yeah. So if y'all don't know Esther Pharaoh, shout out to Star. She's in the chat. Esther she's just like older. I don't know. She's not French. She's some foreign lady, but she has a really, really good TED Talk on like infidelity and like defining it and how it's like supposed to be so taboo, but it's like the thing that happens the most, like in relationships right now, and just redefining why people cheat in the first place. I don't know what the biggest takeaway you had from the.
The biggest takeaway I had was that people cheat for different reasons, and that we don't need to just think of it as, like so black and white.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. She said people cheated for, especially that chick, especially the example she gave of the chick who I think she was an Indian lady or some kind of foreign lady who was taking care of her mother.
Yeah.
She got married young and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And so for her, cheating wasn't about being with just another person. It was about, recapturing her youth. The things that she had to pass up on when she was younger.
Right.
Being, I guess, a little sexually promiscuous. You know what I mean?
So that's one thing I think was said. Sarah said she is French. I thought she said in the TED Talk she wasn't French, but I guess she is French. She was talking about how like cheating isn't always about the partner. Like it's not necessarily I'm not being satisfied by you. I just might need to find some shit in me, and I went off and do it. And I think I mentioned to you because I remember we were debating, and I was like, anybody that cheats just got avoided in their heart, and they got a hole in their chest and shit, and they just need to be filled up, and they need to go get some therapy. And he was like, nah, man. Sometimes they just get exhilarated and just feel like new life injected into them or whatever like that. And I couldn't fathom it.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about like how many the average like American goes to work from 9 to 5 and has kids, so they tired from work. They hate the damn job.
Yeah.
They go home to these aggravating ass kids.
And the problems that you might be having with your spouse and all this stuff.
Whatever that may be, you might not have no problems. But then you say something, they take it the wrong way. Now you're fighting.
There's a whole bunch of shit.
There's a whole bunch of shit. When you're married, most married couples don't have sex like they did when they were newlyweds. Yeah. So you're not fucking like y'all used to.
She don't be busting that thing open.
She don't be.
And at the same time, you don't be doing the same shit to get excited.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You don't be bringing her flowers. You don't be eating out and shit.
You don't be eating a butt
for an hour. Yeah, you don't eat a butt no more for like an hour. That's
I'm trying to get a meal about this shit.
You don't do that shit no more. She don't jump off the banister onto your dick no more, and she don't none of that shit.
Ain't none of that wild shit going on.
None of that. Y'all just have sex for 30 minutes or so. And then y'all lay up and whatever. Versus like that feeling of something new. Yeah, it's always gonna make you feel like,
And this goes back to that damn episode of Easy Week, the show Easy, where Kyle and homegirl
Andy,
they didn't desire each other anymore because they had all this other shit clogging up their life, and
niggas was like depressed, and they would run to other people to have sex with.
Yeah, I guess for them, they like knew everything about each other, so they didn't desire.
Right.
I can't remember what exactly her definition of desire was. That shit was so dope.
Damn, bro, it was so good. It was so. I forgot to read her definition of what cheating. She said, Daphne's titties just came up with my. Okay.
Because you're addicted.
I am. That's what I'm saying now. So Esther Pharaoh's definition of cheating was a secretive relationship, an emotional connection of some degree, and a sexual alchemy. And like the alchemy thing was the key phrase because like she was saying like the thought of having sex with somebody, like just being emotionally tied to somebody, can be even worse than actual physical sex with somebody. Because think about it, before you have sex with somebody that you really want to have sex with, you got all these thoughts in your head about how good it's gonna be, how good they look. You know what I'm saying?
I know what I mean.
You know what I'm saying? So that could be just as bad.
Yeah.
Starts like, her mom can't watch this one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man, it was really good. It was a really good TED talk.
Yeah, it was.
I think as far as this beautiful movement we have going on,
It's lovely.
I think black men need to explore more why we do cheat. You know what I mean?
Right. So I think that's the next point. So what are some reasons that you think black men cheat that aren't just I just don't like you no more, but I want to keep you because I think a lot of our I think some of our cheating has to do with commitment issues. Mm-hmm. Some of it has to do with poor communication as far as like what we not necessarily desire sexually out of our partner, but what our partner needs to give us emotionally. Because we're so fucking broken emotionally. You know what I mean? It could cause us to stray. What?
It could cause us to stray when we see somebody, kind of, I guess, take that initiative to see what's going on with us emotionally. You know what I mean?
Right.
And not to saying that your partner shouldn't, but your partner got other shit going on too. You know what I mean?
True.
It's that. I think it feeds our ego.
Very true.
Yeah, that's facts right there.
That's
it feeds our ego. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I was gonna say that the last point, the whole movement amongst the young generation of having options and not looking like a fool. If you put all your love into somebody and then you find out they're cheating on you, then you look like you just been boo-boo fool because you've been faithful, you've been committed to this person, and they come to find out they got 2-3 other people.
I can't remember if it was her or somebody else that said. Was it her that said women cheat more than men? I heard.
I don't think she said that. Somebody else might have said that. I don't think she said that. I think she said it's about the same across the board.
Okay, yeah, maybe so. But I mean, you got a point there. Like, I guess in this day and age where people just, they live more freely than they used to. Like, monogamy is less popular.
I think I
don't know if monogamy is less popular, but
people don't take it as serious.
Yeah, being faithful is probably less popular.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, you listen to the radio, bro. Like, I love hip-hop, you love hip-hop, but, like, you rarely ever hear rappers rap about being faithful to one woman.
Yeah.
Like, literally, Freddie's one of my favorite rappers. I think both of us are one of our favorite rappers.
Yeah. Freddie
Gibbs will literally rap about, his lady and his kids and how much he loves them. And the next song, so how many bitches he got, bro? Like, it's so crazy.
What's the problem?
What's the issue? Nothing at all. Like, I can't remember last time I heard a rapper rapping about only being loyal to one woman.
Yeah.
And like they were talking about that special woman that held him down while he was in jail. But
I don't know. I don't know. Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, Chance.
I think it might be close.
Is he supposed to be engaged or something like that?
They got married.
I never heard him rap about her in the married sense. I know that he was saying like they had a great relationship as far as taking care of their kid.
They just got married, so when his record dropping in a few
so
weeks,
gonna be there. Okay, boom.
Chance the Rapper, new album coming.
I'm ready for that shit.
You ready for positive ass music?
Bro, just like that's that good ass shit. Star said, "Who's Freddie Gibbs?" Go look him up now, Star. You know my music taste. Look up Freddie Gibbs now. Go look up Pinata and Freddie.
Yeah. And
he's got a slew of other mixtapes, but look them two up. Yeah, I think it's the options thing. I think it's insecurity.
Yeah, insecurity is a big one.
Not knowing how to just express ourselves. It's crazy, man. It's like black men are so loud in so many spaces, especially when it comes to like objecting against something that they're being told they're doing wrong. We're so loud, but when the mic is like given to us to like be our true selves, not just like facade, but like our true selves, we get mad quiet and mad uncomfortable.
But that's because we never do it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know at what age. Like, I don't know at what age or what point in life it's taught for black men to start shutting it down emotionally. But like,
I think from young age,
from like 5 on.
I think it's something. The first time you cry, like
you shut that shit up.
The first time you get beat more for crying, like.
Hey, bro, I remember my cousins used to punch the fuck out of me. Bro, they used to beat my ass. And like, them niggas was like 10 years older than me. Bro, That shit used to hurt, cuz. And the worst part was, them and my uncle be like, hey, shut the fuck up. Shut up with all that crying now.
And then beat your
and
ass.
that shit was normal. Like, that nigga was serious. That nigga was serious about being quiet. Like,
that's just terrible. Like, I had the same thing with my godbrothers. They used to, like, we used to just punch each other when one of us got on our nerves.
Yeah.
You just punch them. You just
stop the shit out of
them. Just
John Jones the shit out of them.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's it, man. And I don't even know. I mean, what age do you think you finally decided to start just showing your true emotions to people, and particularly that woman, without being afraid of being like ridiculed or like, you know what I'm saying, called a pussy?
I mean, probably like age 32.
Dang. Age 32. You ain't even 32 yet.
There you go.
No, shit. Never like. I just caught the shit too.
Nigga, we still in the process, baby.
No, hey, that's real. That's real.
I mean, like, I'm more vocal now, probably than before, but like, to say I'm just, nah, fam. Nah.
I mean, even though you know, like, it's okay to do, like, what do you think is holding it back?
Just being that exposed. You know what I mean?
Right.
Kind of dropping that shield or whatever it is.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's getting better, but I mean, you know, it's a process for everybody.
That is very real.
You know?
Very real.
What about you?
I mean, I'm thankful to have my mom, who's just the most sensitive person in the world. My mom is the kind of person that thanks you for thanking her.
Yeah, she is.
That's not even a joke. Like, my mom would do something nice for you. You say thank you. She's like, no, thank you. You're like, oh, well.
All right, I'll take it, though.
Appreciate it. And she's just the most sensitive, sweetest person in the world. So I've always had it in me. I did not show it until I would say college. I didn't really start being super sensitive because when I was in...
After old boy stopped playing Striker Fighters with you?
But that was you.
No, it wasn't.
We was in there getting into
No, it wasn't, bro. Don't get started. Don't get started. Don't get
I know, right? You kill the room. You know what we're talking about right now. What was I saying? Yeah, even like high school, I remember I got in the biggest fight with one of my friends because I had music on my iPod that was like metal and like punk and like emo shit.
Yeah.
That I just love that shit. But I was in high school and I was all about my image. Y'all know me, I had like braids and shit. So I didn't want nobody to hear that shit.
This nigga thought he was gay.
I think
it's Kobe Bryant jersey.
Well, I still got that shit too. That's the goal. And I got a biggest fight because my best friend at the time wanted to listen to my iPod. I was so afraid of her hearing the kind of music I like. I would not let her listen to it.
So you fought a girl?
No, we didn't fight. Shut your ass up.
You said
we didn't physically fight.
I'm just using your words.
So maybe you the problematic person on the podcast.
No, apparently not.
We got the biggest argument because she couldn't understand why. I wanted her to listen to it, and I was just so afraid of being vulnerable. I would not do it. And just stuff like that. But then I just reached a point, I just realized what my mom taught me, and I was just like, I'm just going to be it. And whoever don't like it, don't like it. Whoever makes fun of it, going to make fun of it anyway. So it's like, I can only be myself. So you just got to hit that breaking point, I guess, where you're going to always care about other people's feelings.
Yeah.
But it's going to stop making you change your decision making. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? You're just going to find that balance. So that just takes time.
Come on, black man.
Yeah, man. Find your balance, man. Stefan, what's up, man?
All right, man. What is this? Oh, this is some shit you wrote. You wrote most of this shit. Go ahead.
Oh, the scenario guy?
Yeah.
Okay. So we want to discuss if there's a scenario where if you got cheated on, would you leave the person? Well, basically, this is the question: is cheating the end all be all for you?
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't got no, you ain't got no wife, you ain't got no kids, you ain't got no house together, y'all just still dating. I want to discuss a scenario where if cheating would be the end all be all, and you just leave, or would you use it as an opportunity to rebuild a relationship even stronger than before? And that's what Esther was talking about in the TED Talk.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say, if you were married to a woman and y'all had kids and y'all built this whole life together, and you found out she was cheating, and she was just like, she cheated with not me, but one of your best friends. I don't know who, Greg or somebody, I guess. And she was like,
beer can bar. She told me with beer can bar.
She did. She slipped up. That's what she did. And it was just because she had just had the kids. She felt insecure. Y'all don't be having sex like y'all used to.
So you fucked my lady while she was in postpartum depression.
Listen, shut
up. Motherfucker really is shit, boy.
You're Greg ain't shit, period. This ain't about him. You know what she wants to say, episode 2. But she was like, it's not about you. I was just feeling insecure. We ain't been getting along. And I feel like I just had to get that out of my system. I just needed to know I could get somebody else. I needed that. She was on the Aisha Curry shit.
I just want to feel desire about somebody else.
She just didn't know she could do it. And that was it. She ain't gonna do it no more. That was it. She wants to rebuild with you. She want to do better than ever now.
Oh really?
You gonna rebuild?
Oh really? Now that I'm about to take the kids. Now you want to fix shit.
But you can tell it's genuine. You can tell that she genuinely is sorry. She feels you. That's what Esther was talking about. She feels your pain. She knows the hurt she caused you. She knows that it affected you. And she will never do it again. And she empathizes with you. She was willing to do whatever you want her to do. Go to therapy. Fucking stay her ass at home all the time now. Whatever you want to do. You gonna stay? Or you gonna take the kids and she make more money.
Take the kids and get this alimony. I'm about to take the kids and get this alimony and the child support.
See, I was supposed to be like, she makes 7 figures and shit.
No, man. I feel like so in that exact situation, if she did it with somebody that I know, somebody that I'm close with, I probably couldn't take her back. Because I feel like that is just like, you could have got it from anywhere. Like, you're a woman, like, y'all know. Y'all can get it from anywhere.
Walk on the street.
Bro, like,
niggas just come like a man.
Just meat gifted to you. You know what I mean? So, like, in that situation, I don't think I can, like.
Just because it's a close friend?
Yeah, like, that seems malicious, you know what I mean?
It does. I mean,
like, how are you that misguided? Like, how are you that lost?
Maybe it's just like it was the most successful thing. I think that's another thing with cheating too. Like the most accessible person. Excuse me.
That's why it's like neighbors and shit like that.
Yeah, I think that's a real thing. Like instead of just going on the scene and meet somebody and then have to create this whole lie, this is a person who already knows your situation. Probably already relates to you. They probably with somebody they're miserable with.
They probably got just as much to lose.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like we can mutually versus some random person that you gotta think about, is this person crazy? They gonna try to kill my family when I break it off. This is this person you've been friends with for 5-10 years. And I really think that's how stuff like that happens.
It's something I can't do. Not in that situation.
Damn.
Not in that situation, bro. Yeah, I gotta let her go.
Damn, bro. She's sorry.
So what? Hell no.
Oh,
you cheat on me with beer can bar.
I feel you.
All right.
That's the person. And dating, cheating is definitely a cause for me to pause and explore my other options. With my best friend, I will walk away from both completely. Time to move on. Maybe not immediately because I want my answers, but I will end it before it gets any deeper.
So that's the thing. Like, what answers are you seeking? Like, just what was the motivation to do it?
Maybe she wants closure.
You can get. I will move on from Jump Street. I mean, I can get closure after the fact.
I think we do put a lot of value on closure.
Yeah. Too much value?
I think so. When it comes to men in particular, I think women want a lot of closure from men, and men are cool with, in general, not all men are like this. Men in general just leave shit like
open-ended.
Like, I cheated on you. Are you dumping me? Okay, I'm out.
I mean, so that's it, right? I mean, we're done, right?
We're done.
Like, check the clothes.
I don't want to sit here and have a whole, because I got to listen to you cry.
Oh!
I don't think women understand how painful it is for men. We do not understand when we cry. We genuinely do not. It might seem like we don't care because of our stupid decisions, but men do not like to make women cry. Really don't.
I don't like to sit through it anymore.
It's terrible.
Torture.
It's awful.
It's like, I'm trying to empathize with all these tears streaming down your face. I just can't handle it.
I can't take it. Amigo said men are generally less likely to forgive cheating. I guess you just proved that point.
Damn right, Indigo. No, I'm just like, I can forgive it, but that shit right there
was too much.
That shit was too much.
All right,
all right, man. So you and your wife have been married for a while, but she's focused on her career. Mm-hmm. You find out that she's been, well, you knew already that she was taking trips to, do her job and shit.
Yeah, get you 7 figures.
Yeah. You find out that on many of these trips, she's been vacationing with another dude. Mm. This shit has gone on for like 3 years.
Who's the other dude? Is it some
guy. Just some guy. Not necessarily.
She don't even work with him.
No, she don't even work with him.
Oh, shit.
But they've had this ongoing relationship for 3 years.
Okay.
And, they take a trip together, so they kind of booed up.
Okay.
So, you find out because whatever happens, you know what I mean? You get the information through her phone or whatever.
Yeah.
How do you proceed? You confront her and she says, this at the third, I won't do it again, yada, yada, yada.
Well, I guess I need more of what the dude.
How was the dude hitting it?
Has it been confirmed that she was sleeping with him?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was just weird that she was taking trips with some guy.
No, okay, so on a good bit of her trips, they weren't necessarily work trips. They were just
getting
rendezvous,
getting dick tips, dick trips.
Yeah, and so this goes on for the course of 3 years.
Did she tell me why? She told me what happened, what she was feeling while she started the affair.
I didn't think that far ahead when I made up the scenario.
I need the context, man. If she just out getting dick, I gotta leave. If she got no reason.
It's one person. It's one person.
Bro, she just getting dick. If she just out here just, I need to.
No, it's one thing. She just said, I just need to escape from my career and my life and stuff like that.
So you get another nigga's dick?
Hey, man. You trying to make my scenario sound crazy. It's just one dude.
So she needed to escape from our family life. She needed to be a whole other person.
Basically. Sure, you can say that. Yeah,
see, I'm trying to twist it for you because that's what Esther was saying. Niggas need a whole other life. You making this shit worse.
I'm just saying. She was like, all right, I'm gonna be out here this one time, and then she got hooked on the nigga.
Did she make it 7 figures?
This nigga here is the worst. Look, what you can take away from this is it was ongoing for over the course of 3 years. Okay. That's what you need to take away from this. Okay. These niggas was tripping together. Okay. These niggas
tripping and fucking. Damn.
These niggas was doing all the shit that y'all probably ain't doing.
Damn. All right, one last question.
This nigga here.
How is our sex life? How's me and her sex life?
Y'all sex life is decent. Y'all do it y'all do it 4 times a month.
4 times a month?
Y'all do it once a week.
Once a week?
Y'all do it once a week. I mean, for marriage, that's decent. I've never been married, but I feel like for marriage, that's decent.
I thought the marriage standard was 2 times a week. Fridays and...
Okay. Fridays and Saturdays?
Yeah, well, we gotta be up in the morning.
Is that the marriage standard?
I thought.
I thought once you get married, that shit just plummet.
That is a plummet.
All right, fine. 2 times a week. There you go. 8 times a month.
But it's great sex, though. It's great sex.
Yeah, it's good sex.
It's good. You said
it's good sex. It's good sex.
I mean, I don't think I could because she's just too free with it. She's just I need to get away and have vacation sex with old dude. I don't think I could. I don't get insecure like that at all. But I couldn't just sit there and think about her just nonchalantly doing that shit. Just not even.
Them niggas was tripping, bro. Them niggas was going on trips together.
Oh boy. Grant said, I'm on the wrong live. Grant said he came in on the wrong live. No, baby, you're in the right place, man. Yeah, I don't think I can do that. She probably never had any intention of being with him long term. You probably right, Star. That's a tough one. I feel like I want to work it out. It's tough. I don't know. Come back on that next episode.
You got any more, man?
No, man, we're going to move on because I don't want to run out of time. We do this shit all night.
I know, right?
You. So we wanted to talk about what have been our biggest experiences with disappointing our partners in past relationships, whether it be infidelity or just verbal abuse, lack of attention, violating trust. What was some? Well, I guess probably like one each.
Yeah.
What was like the biggest violation you ever did to your partner, and what did you learn from that?
Well, I have cheated before. Mm-hmm. But I don't even know if that's like the biggest violation. Like, there'll be times where like I just check the fuck out. Mm-hmm. You know, and it's not necessarily saying like I'll go missing, but like just emotionally, I'll just be emotionally like just not there. You know what I mean? Not receptive to my partner.
Intentionally, or that's just like part of you?
It'll like spark up because of an argument or whatever, and like,
all right, well, I'm gone.
Yeah, instead of facing up to it and like talking about it, I will mentally check the fuck out. You know what I mean? For like a long period of time.
When you say check out, you mean like silent treatment? You mean like...
Silent treatment, a mixture of silent treatment, absence, being intentionally neglectful. Yeah. And it happened over, it was in a past relationship. I don't know, how long ago was that? 4 years ago? Yeah, about 4 years ago. I was dating a chick and we were having, health problems, mostly due to myself. We kept getting in arguments and shit. And like there was like a week and a half where I was just like emotionally just unavailable, just check the fuck out. And so like over the course of that time, like I see her crying, I see her doing all this shit to like just beg for attention, understanding, whatever, you know what I mean?
You was like, get on my face.
Not necessarily get on my face, but like, no. Like, just no. Like, I think like that's the worst I've ever like violated a partner.
Did you feel like you were trying to punish her?
Not necessarily punish her, but just like, despite things being my fault, I was so selfish that I still wasn't receptive to her needs. You know what I mean? It's like it's like begging somebody to stay, and then like being a piece of shit after they stay. Facts. Like looking back on that shit, like I feel like shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it was just like episode of Easy where dude was like, "Have you ever thought about?" Where the girl was like, "Have you thought about like what you do to these girls before?"
Which one?
This is the one where a girl made the graphic novel about him.
Oh yeah. Okay, I got you.
And you remember he felt like a piece of shit?
Yeah.
She made him feel like garbage?
Right. He was garbage because he was just not. He was so confident in himself.
He wasn't thinking about nobody else.
He didn't give a fuck about nobody else.
And that's how it was. Like that's exactly how it was. And so like even now I struggle with that, but I'm a little bit better. Yeah.
Man, that's deep as hell. Yeah. There's so many layers of that. Just like I know what I'm doing, I just don't give a fuck. Yeah, in a sense, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's just lack of empathy, like lack of empathy. Yeah.
Like it's not just lack of empathy, but just unable to do it. Like I don't think I have a large capacity for it. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And so, like, not being able to correct that and having my own shit going on, stress and all this other shit, man, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
And I feel like a piece of shit years later.
That's deep, man. Very deep. So what do you think you came away with that? You have like any emotions to like correct it, or did you learn from it all?
I mean, yeah, of course I learned from it. You know what I mean? And I didn't learn from it at the time, of course, but years down the road, like it's just like first off, if you're not going to be willing to commit to change as a person, or at least work on yourself, the things you lack, don't beg nobody to stay.
Bruh.
Don't.
Men are the worst with that shit. Ooh, men are the worst with that shit.
Yeah, that was the main thing I took away from it. But, just trying to connect emotionally with somebody. Entering and staying in relationships for the right reasons is a big part of it too.
All right.
Because, you know, at the time, I seriously thought I had the best motivation for staying. You know, even though I was the one that fucked up, you know.
I know you dealt with this before, like that sense of like, oh, we just talked about this with Nasha, that like, I don't want to be with you. Not talking about the same situation, but a different situation where you know you don't need to be with somebody.
Oh, yeah.
But you don't want them to wander
off. You don't want them to go nowhere.
So you literally chase them to not keep them.
It's the Drake effect.
It's
the Drake effect.
It's the Aubrey effect. Oh, boy.
Yeah, bro. Shit is real.
Grant said, hands box of tissue, let it out love. You're so stupid. No, that's definitely deep, man. I'm glad you learned from it. And that's some real shit. That men, like you said, a lot of men don't even realize what we're doing.
Yeah.
I would say,
I know this shit gonna be dark.
This gonna be dark.
This shit gonna be dark. As good a person you are, this shit about to be dark.
Nah, this is I would say the thing that you was front row and center on. I've struggled with so in past relationships, I've been in relationships with women who were very insecure about my level of having female friends or whatever. I've always gotten along with women better than men, and I've always just defended women a lot more. So in past relationships, it would cause an issue because they would be so insecure. They would think I was cheating or whatever. And I never cheated or anything. It's just I just needed to be around feminine energy. That's just my shit. So it got so bad in past relationships that in like a newer relationship, I was like, ain't nobody gonna tell me I can't hang out with who I want to hang out with. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care how. I was like, I don't care how uncomfortable it makes me, blah, blah, blah. Just over the top of the shit. So much so that in retrospect, I can see I was violating.
Looking back on it.
In retrospect. Long story short, it was who,
Mike?
I'm not gonna say that because I don't know what they want to put out there, but I'm sure she was glad to speak up if she wants to. But it was my girlfriend at the time, and her close friend me and her close friend became friends, and I wanted to hang out with her it was actually a former close friend at the time. They actually had a falling out, and I wanted to hang out with her close friend at the time, and I thought in my male brain, oh, they fell out, so like we could just hang out. I can hang out with best friend.
We good, right?
She won't care because that's not her friend no more.
I didn't fall out with her.
You know? It's not my problem. So, but more than anything, it was this whole sense of I know that my intentions are good, so it doesn't matter how she feels. Because like if she tries to tell me not to do it, then she's violating me by trying to constrain me. But, you know what I'm saying? It's just the dumb shit I was thinking, bro.
You can't shackle me, boy.
You know what I'm saying? So because I knew I wasn't going to cheat on her, because I knew I wasn't going to cheat. Even though this other close friend was very attractive and very cool, because I knew that my intentions were pure, I was like, I'm just going to do the shit. And I don't care what she got to say about it. And then it hurt my girlfriend at the time so badly, like so bad. And it's the first time, not the first time I've been screaming on in public about somebody else dating. But
I was there.
And can I commend Will for like 2 seconds? I'm talking about Will could not have been more perfect best friend in the situation. Because niggas just sat there, because he rolled with us, so he couldn't go nowhere.
Bro, I was stuck.
He couldn't go nowhere.
I was uncomfortable as shit.
So my girlfriend is just going off on me, scaring all kind of white people in the restaurant.
Bro, she got so fucking loud.
She was lit at my ass. Will was just like, and she was like, it was like a couple of times. I feel like it was at least twice. She was like, Will, am I wrong? Will was like, I'd rather stay out of this. I don't have any opinions either way. I want to stay out of it. And I was like, I appreciate that because like you don't want to be in that shit. And even though Will thought I was wrong, which I was wrong, he thought I was wrong, shut him down. He just wanted to be out of it. But anyway, what I learned from it is, yes, you should be in a relationship where I don't believe in this whole like I don't allow my boyfriend to do this or that, I think that shit's toxic. But at the same time, you gotta acknowledge your partner's like insecurities. Yeah. And at least address them and cater to them in the sense that doesn't compromise yourself. But at the same time, like acknowledges how they feel.
But you can't let them go crazy with it, but
yeah, you can't. When they start telling you you're not allowed to do shit, then you start to be like, okay, nigga, what up? But like, if somebody just tells you like, I'm uncomfortable with you hanging out with so and so,
yeah,
there at least be a discussion made. And anytime you want to hang out with somebody without your partner around at all, every single time, you might have to check yourself because you don't even realize sometimes. Sometimes you do want to get closer to that person.
You might be on some striking vipers and not even know it.
You never referenced the show. You love that shit, bro.
Them boys. them niggas right there, boy. Them niggas.
Nigga said, "Hey man, I was drunk last night." Yeah, me too.
I was drunk from the party. Okay,
yeah, me too, bro.
Okay, nigga.
Oh shit! They all having a whole conversation in this chat right now.
Them niggas was texting each other. Them niggas was texting. Sorry, I can't make it on tonight. That nigga about to type XOXO.
He was about to. If y'all ain't watched it, man, watch it. Striking Vipers on Netflix. I'm sorry, Black Mirror.
Striking Vipers. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, that's what it taught me, man. I just gotta acknowledge my partner's feelings. Not get so caught up in my own. Not to get so caught up on like what my intentions are that I just neglect that person's feelings and shit. Yeah. So. Oh boy.
Hey man.
That was a night, bro.
We just black man out here trying to do better.
Just out here not cheating.
Not cheating, doing better emotionally.
Exactly.
All that other stuff.
Exactly.
So yeah, man.
Thinking of the last thing.
Yeah. So how do you think we use this movement to constructively criticize each other while getting to the roots of what troubles us?
Okay. I think that my advice. I mean, we can talk to other black men about not being misogynistic, not being sexist. Stop abusing, stop raping. These are all basic things, like, you know what I'm saying? But if that needs to be said, please, acknowledge what consent is. Wait for shit to happen to you. Like, you take a woman on a date and wait for her to make moves, but you don't have to be so aggressive, that stuff like that. That's just basic stuff, in my opinion. But I think the biggest thing is we should encourage one another to listen more. I think black men don't listen enough.
It's so hard.
It's hard, bro. It's hard. It's
especially when they're doing that crime thing.
When
my ears be bleeding. Oh my god.
It can be hard, but I'm telling you, you learn so much from listening. And when I say listening, I don't mean like hearing to respond.
Yeah.
I don't mean.
I'm not gonna lie, I do that worse with women than I do. Like with my partner, I be, what the fuck you mean? That's why I be ready to say that shit.
It'd be locked in. It's like you cock the gun and you just wait for a break in their sentence.
What you talking about?
I'm saying, bro, you gotta stop that shit. You get such benefits from just listening to women, bro. One of my favorite questions is just randomly ask black women, both online and in person, is what is something. Well, after I ask that question, you should just pull it out. But like after I ask that question, is what is one thing that you wish more black men knew or practiced, like if anything, and just let them talk and I just listen. And I don't listen to respond. I don't listen to like reply, or like hit them with a rebuttal or nothing like that. I just listen to whatever they want to say, and then just soak that in, and then ask little follow-up questions, and just listen to that. And black women, from my experience, a woman in general, have always told me exactly what they wanted in some form or fashion. There are some women who can't deal with their, insecurities or can't vocalize how they feel, and they struggle. That's a whole nother thing. But any woman that's comfortable in herself has always told me exactly how she felt. I tell that to one of my significant others. I tell her to this day I appreciate her for that because I've never questioned how she felt. But it's just all a matter of me listening to it. Yeah. So I think we can just benefit from just like taking a step back out of ourselves and just listening to a woman. When they say they feel unsafe, why do you feel unsafe? Yeah. When they say that they don't feel like enough spaces are lending room for their voices, how can we give you more room? You know what I'm saying? Like, just listen, man. It's not that hard. Yeah.
I think, even more than this Black Men Don't Cheat movement, this is beautiful, and I respect it, and I'm taking it serious. Right. I really want black men to do better with not cheating and also just being better. Right. But what really stuck with me, even though it only happened, even though I only saw it yesterday, was what Amanda Seales says. This is the bare minimum. Black men not cheating is the bare minimum
It is, bro.
Of being a good partner.
Right.
So, like, I think we need to constantly remember that. Like, don't let it just be black men don't cheat. You know, let it be, you know, black men are good fathers, black men are good communicators.
Right.
You know, all these things we have to keep checking ourselves on. And we can only do that through conversation.
Right.
You know what I mean? As long as we keep sharing, keep these thoughts, you know, at the front of our minds instead of, oh, we're gonna do this once a year.
We're gonna do this once a year.
We're gonna celebrate this once a year,
and
we're gonna use it as a hashtag.
Right.
Like, don't let this shit be a movement. Let it be like a thought that's in the front of your mind.
At all times.
At all times, yeah. And I think as long as we do that, then, you know, we'll be very open to criticize another black man when you see him fucking up in one way or another, somebody that you're close with. You know,
absolutely.
What I mean? Like, we gotta hold ourselves to a higher standard than what we have in the past.
And I think we do that by just being intentional about everything we do.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can be intentional about just not doing anything in a moment. Like, you can make anything you want intentional. So, like, if you came up every day with a new hashtag, I think you said a great one, Black Men Communicate.
Yeah.
That should start now. Black Men Community. That's what I love about our podcast is we do this shit, and we're so great at it because it's the best podcast in Columbia, South Carolina. But if you came up with a new hashtag for black men, like, every day in your head, like, black men are good at communicating. Black men listen to their woman. Black men make a great living for themselves. Black men create opportunity for themselves. Like, if you just do that every day, bro, we'd be unstoppable. Man. I mean, we already are, but, you know.
Yeah.
No, I think that's perfect, man. We gave y'all the whole. I was gonna read some of these comments. Not run out of time. We better be right at an hour, boy.
I know, right?
We're doing the thing. What is it?
This nigga here.
Bro, the shit keeps going up when I try to read.
Because we live there.
Effective communication. Communication should be making sure his feelings are conveyed and well understood.
Yeah, black men gotta communicate.
Yeah, let's say, yeah, once you're gonna listen, learn how to talk. Not to be like elitist or anything, but, like, you know, just work on your English. And even your slang, like, work on code switching, like going back and forth.
Yeah.
I think we've made it cool to sound like grammatically crazy right now. And Grant said, I love you guys. We love you too, Grant. Anyway, we gave y'all a whole guidebook on how to be a better black man. So record this because it's gonna be a master class in like 5 minutes. So,
$19.99.
$19.99 per minute. Yeah, man. I told. Okay, I think we talk to each other. Anyway,
Okay.
Black business and Thursday of the week.
All right, so the black business is really not a business. It is a movie that I want every black person to go see, and it ties in with the Thursday of the week.
So you put all this shit together, okay?
Yeah, I know, right? So, movie I think everybody should go see is Queen and Slim. I don't know if you've seen the trailer yet.
I heard about it. People were like,
shit looks good.
I heard people just, what's it about?
It's Black Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah, it kind of starts off with some stereotypical shit.
Okay.
It appears that they're on a first date, and they get stopped by the police, and it gets, extra as police do. And guy starts pointing the gun at the girl for no reason. The cop starts pointing the gun at the girl for no reason. And a tussle, the dude shoots the cop.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's why people was like, nah.
That shit look good. Like, that shit look good.
I saw a little screenshot. The screenshot looked good.
Yeah.
My dude, and I can't say it.
Yeah, the way it starts, but it's just a trailer, so it has the dude from Get Out, the black dude. I can't remember his name exactly, but
then the Daniel Colored. I ain't gonna try it. I'm leaving it alone.
And he was also in Black Panther. Yes, as a nigga that turned on his home.
He turned on us, and then this girl was like, "Nigga, sit your ass down." He got shit together.
For Wakanda.
That's a little bit.
So yeah, he's in it, and I don't know the other chick's name, But it's written by Lena Waithe, who is the thirst of the week. She don't want us at all, but
she didn't think about us.
She didn't think about us at all.
But she's still fine.
Yeah, but she been doing great things. She won an Academy Award, I believe, and she's got this dope movie coming out. There's no release date on it yet, but you check out everything she does. She's a good actress, and I think she's even more into writing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Lena Waithe, you can check her out. LenaWaithe on Instagram. What was she in? She's been in a couple things.
Her name was just like.
Yeah. She was in what's the name of that movie? She was in Ready Player One.
I still need to watch that.
You talking about? Yeah, she was in Ready Player One. She was in what is it?
She was in
Master of None.
Yeah, Master of None. And she was my favorite character in Dear White People. That little extra shit she would do. The little skits.
Oh yeah, that was her.
This is so fucking funny.
Oh, Dear White People coming back.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm kinda excited.
Oh yeah, that nigga wasn't about it the first season. After that
It had to wear on me.
Yeah.
Lena Waithe was dope as fuck, man.
She was a writer on The Shy.
Yeah, that is right.
Yeah, so she's the TV series Boomerang. I don't know about that.
Yeah,
but
I might be too. So.
Yeah,
she's cool as fuck, man.
Yeah, she's done a few things. So, check the trailer out if you haven't. You can check it on YouTube or whatever. The movie's called Queen and Slim, and if you want to kind of follow up and see what she's doing, she's on Instagram at Lena Waithe. So yeah, man.
Good show, man.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for tuning in. And just to acknowledge the last couple comments. Indigo was like, yes, listen, but do not have selective hearing. That's a real thing.
Yeah. Everybody got selective hearing. We just got to fight through it.
I think that's what happens on social media. I think it's selective reading.
I'm telling you, that's what happens when chicks start crying to me. I'm telling you, I struggle listening through crying. It's a real struggle, and I'm getting better at it.
I know it breaks a piece of your man's soul with every tear that
I know.
falls.
It's like, I'm doing this.
Especially if they're bawling.
Yeah, boy.
I think what get you is when they talking and shit and their voice start cracking. The voice start cracking.
Yeah, boy.
Even if they cry, don't selective hear. Just listen. Then it goes, I feel you, it happens, which is fine from time to time. But when it's often, like we had the same conversation 4 times a week, it drives me insane. That's a real thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Absolutely. So, listen to all women and other men. Get in touch with your feelings and watch Striking Vipers.
Oh, yeah, man. Okay, so Striking Vipers. Okay, real quick.
We got 2 minutes.
All right, so first off, were they cheating? Let's stick with our topic for the day. Were they cheating?
They were cheating.
Yeah, okay, and why would you say they were cheating? What was?
Because it had what Ms. Esther said. They had the emotional thing of because of the homeboys. They love each other as homeboys. As homeboys, they love each other as homeboys. They had the secretive relationship.
Okay.
And they had the sexual alchemy, which was the thought. It was just the sexual experience through the game of having sex with each other. However, that shit was not gay. It was homoerotic. Is what it was. That's what it was.
The boys was gay.
It wasn't gay. How was it gay?
The boys was gay.
They couldn't even.
Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why they gay. Okay.
Go ahead.
The only reason that they didn't do it in real life and why they didn't proceed further is because they had all this male bravado. They had all this ego that we can't have this relationship. We can't do these things in the real world. So we're going to do it in this fantasy land. But them boys was gay.
They wouldn't. Bro,
when I saw them boys laid, they wasn't even fucking no more. When I saw them boys laid up, just talking, I was like, these niggas gay.
But you also take it out of the equation.
It's fine to be gay. It's fine.
No, it's completely fine either way. But they're not gay. But you also take it out of the equation that what's name Gary was like infatuated with the feeling of having sex as a woman. There's a whole nother layer to this shit, man. Because he was like getting an orgasm as a woman is so much different from as a man, and that was a whole nother high for him as well. It's not gay. There was so many factors in this shit, man.
Them boys gay.
Bro, you would believe what you
Them
want.
boys queer. How about that? Them boys, I don't know what. Them boys on the spectrum.
They're not on the spectrum. It's just this is weird shit, man.
Them boys on the spectrum.
It's just weird video game sex. That's what it was.
A word.
That's why they couldn't do it in real life. They had so many opportunities to do it in real life. After all them years, they could never do it in real life.
Because they were stuck behind the male shit.
Because they're not attracted to men.
Nah, bro. They was attracted to each other.
They're attracted to each other's energy, bro. It's not the same as being gay.
They're attracted to each other's energy.
It's the male bond, bro. You got the best of both worlds. They got their male friendship.
Nah, fam.
They got the male bond and friendship. They do. Yeah. And then they got sex with the.
I ain't never been playing 2K with somebody and they want to have.
Because you're not the player. You're not the player.
Nigga, no. Nigga, no.
You're not the player, bro.
Them boys put the earpiece in. Them boys put the little Android in. Them boys went in the prime jacking off position. Them niggas laid. All the niggas had to do was take down their drawers, bro.
Bro, I thought the niggas, Anthony Mackie's kid was catching jacking off when he came in the room.
Bro, yeah, I was like,
oh no.
Thank God them niggas weren't jerking off in there.
Thank God. That would have been a whole nother dark. All right, man, I don't know who you are. A whole nother dark element to this.
Yeah, that shit would have went weird for real. And then my man was rock hard for his wife after he was not in the movie.
This nigga went to bed. It was just like, she was like, oh, what we doing tonight? He was like, what the fuck shit out of you? Think of my homeboy, the character. You know, just watch the episode, y'all. Find out for yourselves, man.
Yeah, them niggas was gay.
They're not gay.
Them niggas was gay, and that's cool. They were so. I bet. I wonder what gay people got to say about this.
That's a great. I really wish I had more queer friends that watch the shit.
Yeah,
and give me their opinions. Because it's like really good in that, bro. It's really good in just defining like what are we attracted to as human beings at the end of the day.
I think it says what don't we do being in the real world versus being in this second life or whatever.
Yeah, no. If you search people's histories, you'll find a lot of scary shit.
Yeah, like
some terrifying shit. I don't know, man. Y'all watch it. Let us know what y'all think
about how them niggas is gay.
I love y'all. We'll hate y'all.
I love you too.
Thanks, y'all.
I love you too. Love you too. Love you too.
No, for real. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Yeah.
See y'all next time. Follow us on all the platforms. We need to make this intro and shit. We've been talking about this forever. Follow us on Spotify,
SoundCloud,
Facebook,
Snapchat,
YouTube.
Premium.
Snapchat here. You see our cultivated meats. All right,